Hi, why babies don't fall, understanding an immature nervous system. Now I just posted up a video of a god-awful baby toy contraption, and they're promoting making a strong baby. Okay, strong, fall, all this. I I don't understand where people are going with infant development, but we're really not benefiting our children and understanding where the development comes from. Fall is not something that's in their nervous system. Now, don't get me wrong. If you leave your baby at the edge of the bed, gravity works. Please, don't worry about that. But one of the things that you should have, first of all, is your absolute horizon. Where you just passing your baby off, putting them down on the crib, or bringing them into your arm. They should just float from one position to another, and that starts from day one of their bodies if they're going into typical development. You can see this switch happen real quickly about when you get this, and you call it a startle. My baby hates tummy time. You start using those kind of languages, right? Your baby is now, in a sense, preventing a fall. You see it in tummy time. So when your baby's here in tummy time, you place them in tummy time, it should be, again, a nice little positioning that they're there, and they're here, and they can go, excuse me, I have a rubber doll, but they just sort of go up, and they come down, and they go over. Their faces don't fall, right? When your baby's saying that they hate tummy time, right, what's happening is they're starting to do this. They feel like they're drowning in a sense, or you're looking for this strength, and that doesn't happen in babies. I see even people do this, where they're propping their babies here, so they do this. This is the worst thing that you can do for your baby straight on. You're already saying to yourself, I have a problem with my infant's development. Let me try and prop them, do this. So they start to lift, but it's a fall. Babies don't fall. If they're organizing to fall, then they're organizing to prevent a fall because they're intelligent. I don't want to fall on my face. So then they start trying to get out of it, and they fight, and they start doing this, and it's like, and that's where I start getting the first kind of, my baby doesn't like tummy time. They hate it. No, they don't hate it. They just can't do it. So this is the first fall that you should, again, it should not be seen. The second one is the rolling over. I get this all the time. My baby, I just reviewed a video yesterday. My baby's rolling over. No, what they're doing is they're either falling, right? And this is where you go, come on, get your arm out. Come on, come on, come on. Or they're falling. That's not a roll. They're trying to get out of the position, right? So they're either using their head and they're back here and they flop over, or they're using their head this way and all that, and they're flopping over. That's not rolling over. They want to get to and from, but they can't do it. Third warning at falling. They go to grab their feet, can't do it. And then they start doing this. So you're seeing, oh, look at how my baby's moving and kicking, right? Well, they're not. What they should be doing is going for a grab, and it looks like this with their feet, and they have like a pump, right? This is where they're really starting to develop their midlines. They're bringing their feet together. They can take the left hand over and do this. I can hold my foot and go up into sitting, right? This is eventually what should be happening. So again, you shouldn't see a baby with their arms out flopping like this. These again are falls. Babies should be holding and bringing their feet and coming here to this. So if you're seeing this again, when the arms are going away from their body, when their head is going away from their body, these are just all warning signs that you're going to have a fall baby. And what's worse is that, like you're doing this, head lag thing. No, this should not be a conversation in their system. If they can't do a head lag, then we need to work with them. But don't go testing them every day like they're somehow in the middle of their sleep going to get this. You're already missing key warning signs that you need to be involved to help your baby discover movement that should be satisfactory to their nervous system, right? Now we're trying to get into independent sitting. Independent sitting should be about 5.5 months. I see people complaining that their child's not sitting at 3 months. That's just not going to happen. Let me move my camera. So We have independent sitting. What independent sitting should look like is that your child should be able to cross over, pick up something, cross over. They're learning how to bring things to midline, cross over, and cross over. This is really important. They're setting up the pelvis. You should not be propping your child in sitting and you're getting this. This is not how babies, I really love it when they're going to a therapist and the therapist is doing this and they're trying to like, okay, they can balance for a second. No. If your baby's struggling in this position, first of all, this is where you see me sometimes for hours working on a baby's nervous system, especially when they're in CP because they can't move their trochanters and the hips and they can't. Balance comes from here. That's what this is happening, is that the whole pelvis is opening up and your child is here. And again, if your child's more genetic, low tone, you'll start to see them folding in half. And another great big misconception that propping your babies where they're doing this prong, putting their arms there. You will never see a typical child prop or hold themselves up. If you're doing that, we're missing some clear markers that your child is going into non-neurotypical development. No, you don't prop your baby. I know we want sitting up, but this is again where you're posting your videos, you're getting help, you're finding out what truly needs to happen for your child. Because again, if by this point they should have a mild convergence in their eyes, convergence in their hands. They've grabbed their feet, so they have convergence in their feet. So in their fine, gross, and visual motor skills, they have convergence is coming about. And again, if they don't have convergence, and again, when I go back, and this is where coming into sitting is. So what you should see is a child rolling in at 6.5 months, rolling in and out of sitting, right? There's no fall. There's no fall. So like again, that video that I posted where this kid's doing these pull-ups. Let me tell you, if I could do them, but if I sent many of you to the gym, you'd be doing what that baby's doing, is just falling backwards. You do not want to organize anybody for fall. You do not want to organize anybody to preventing a fall. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't matter if you're 65-year-old, and this is where you see your grandparents or people that have fallen go downhill in seconds because all of a sudden they're going, oh, I have to be careful. I don't want to fall. No, you and I walk down the hallway and don't say, I don't want to fall. The only time maybe someone said that is because you've been drinking, or you know what I mean, you're under the influence of some sort, and that's why you don't get to that point. It's poison to your system. I'm not saying don't have a drink once in a while if that's in your lifestyle, but you do not want to organize your system where you're preventing the fall. I don't care if you're 2 days old or you're 2,000 days old. So those are the things that you're really looking for. Your baby shouldn't be falling. Your baby shouldn't be propping or holding a vestibular. Now, they now have an independent sitting or coming to sitting at 6.5 months. This is where they're going into all fours. This is where they're going into all fours, right? They're still not in a position where fall is happening, right? And also too, they shouldn't be in a position at all that you're testing balancing. So again, if your child hasn't come to sitting at 6.5 months, now what you're doing is you're starting to prop them into all fours, right? Because they can't get in and out of it themselves. And you're sitting there, and again, you're balancing. This is like a plank that you do at the gym. This is not going to get you locomotion. They're going to come down, again, there's the fall, and then they're going to start doing army crawling. The reason they're low to the ground is because, again, the fall factor is not there when you're this far off the ground versus this far off the ground. These are conversations that need to be looked at. So you should not be seeing that. So eventually when they're coming up to standing and they're doing this, what you'll see is like a squat in and out, right? And they actually need that. That's part of their success. You know, like we tell adults, you have to fail first before you succeed. It's that same thing. Falling is actually a part of a milestone. It is not a prevention of a milestone. Don't get me wrong, if I walk down the hallway and there's a rock there and I trip over it, I am capable of falling. I'm not organized to fall, and I'm not organized to prevent a fall. And this is really one of the biggest misconception about biological gravity. Your plant does not fall down in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Only when there's stresses to the structure does the tree fall in the woods and nobody hears it. It's the same thing with children. If your child is falling, and that was my biggest complaint when my son went into severe regression, I would tell people he's falling like a drunk. My son would fall backwards, sideways. Again, he wasn't falling through the squat, right? Because they're low. You know, he was this and he was that. And the doctors are like, what are you talking about, lady? That was my first big aha. There's movements going on that most people aren't looking for, but I was. And I needed to fix it or change it or do something about it. So I hope that helps with understanding why babies fall and shouldn't be. Again, the milestones are not kicking in. And this is why we're here doing all the various courses. We're not waiting for your baby to fall. We're not waiting for your baby to fail. We want optimal development, but so do you. But understanding how development happens is part of the process. Thanks.